Well, welcome back to the Stadium of Light. Sunderland have came through this evening 1-0, and we're joined by Bailey Wright, pitch side. Bailey, it was a real battle tonight, but you got the job done.
Yeah, I think it's not job done by no means. Sheffield Wednesday are a good side, and I thought tonight was a really good game. I've got to give credit to everyone in the stadium tonight. That was some atmosphere, really got behind us, really give us that little bit of edge that we needed throughout the 90 minutes. But like I said, we're going to recover now and be ready for another big one Monday.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bailey, obviously changing formation again tonight, 4-2-3-1, going back to a back four. What was the Gaffer's game plan really? Was it a case of, 2 seconds, Mike's broke, is it? There you go. So set up tonight, 4-2-3-1. Going into that, was it a case of good crowd in here tonight, let's get on front foot early on, good start and see if we can get at them early on, and that seemed to be the case.
Yeah, I think if there's anything, the Gaffer's made us adaptable, and we've worked hard every day since he's been in, and credit to him because he's got his ideas across, and obviously, like we've shown tonight, a bit of a different formation, and we were here to go and win the game, and you could see that we're there to attack them and punish them and hurt them, and I thought we played really well to a man. Obviously, individual performances were good, team performance, tactically we were good, but like I said, it's by no means is job done. There's a lot of hard work to be done, and we'll recover. But like I said, right from the off, we set out to win the game, and we did. But now we're going to go do it again.
Yeah, I think looking at overall, I think the only downside is perhaps we haven't capitalised and got in 2, maybe 3. We had a lot of possession. I think 75 minutes they started to come into the game a little bit, didn't they? We obviously freshened up with a couple of changes. Ross maybe had that good half chance towards the end of the game there. But I think before the game I would have took a 1-0 going down to there. As you say, it's half time now. Is that how you see it now? Go down there, 1-goal lead, nice and solid at the back again. Yeah,
I think first and foremost they're a good side. Yeah. They are where they are. They've had a really good second half of the season. Got a good experienced squad, some good players. We know what they're capable of. I thought we were good tonight against a tough opposition, and like you say, we could go into Monday, and for me it's 0-0. It's fresh. We're clean slate. We're going to go win the game, be solid, and take it to them again. Because we know what they're capable of, we work on it, but we focus on our strengths, and I think we showed that. That was our game plan, and obviously we'll plan these next few days and see what the Gaffer wants from us, and we'll make sure we execute it.
Really well done with the halfway stage in the playoff, in the first and second leg. Well done tonight. Congratulations, and well done this season.
Yeah, well done, Bailey. Excellent back there. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Bailey Wright, who's been speaking to us here on SAFC. Sorry about that. Welcome back to SFC Live. If you just joined us following the game, what did you make of it? Get your hashtags in on #AskDanny, and we can discuss some of your thoughts on the game. Danny, obviously, we didn't really get a chance much to discuss some individual moments in the game, apart from that, some offensive moments there with Bailey. But Bailey and the guys at the back limited them to very few chances, didn't they? I think Anthony Patterson only had to deal with a few headers in the end.
Yeah, a couple of crosses late on what he had to deal with from that left-hand side. Johnson eventually getting forward on the left to put a couple of balls in, but Pato dealt well with it. I think if you're looking at your experience, lads, coming here tonight, full stadium, Bailey, Danny Bart, excellent at the back, commanding, looked after Lee Gregory well. In front of them, Luke O'Nien and Corey Evans, excellent as well, taking the ball off him, ticking us over. Maybe just first off, it was breaking down a little bit too easy. Once we were getting over the halfway line, it was just breaking down, and we didn't work the keeper enough for all the possession and the domination of we had of the game. 75 minutes, as we said, to Bailey. They freshened it up, brought a couple of subs on. Listen, you'd expect them to have at least a little bit of possession, 10 minutes, 15 minutes in a game like tonight, and they have done that. But credit, again, Pato hasn't really had a save to make, so credit the lads at the back. And throughout the pitch, again, Ross up top. In recent weeks, a few fans are maybe questioning him as he come off the boil, but he's played a lot of games. But tonight I thought he was excellent. He was competing almost as that lone figure up against a couple of centre-halves. He won his fair share of headers. And his goal summed him up, really. He's put the last defender, I think it was Hutchinson, dwelt on the ball. He's just nicked in ahead of him, got the first shot away. Peacock Farrell's smothered it, but he's there, followed it in and tucked it away. And I think that's the least we deserved in that first half. So credit to the boys. But at the same stage, it's halfway now. Got to get a quick turnaround. Head down to Hillsborough on Monday, and let's hopefully we finish the job.
What about Alex Pritchard's shot that hit the corner of the bar on the post? That was almost, we were right behind it, weren't we, in the stand, and it came pretty close.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I think there was a header after. It might have been Patrick Roberts. Again, we were up in there. No replays on our screen tonight, was there? But I just think for all, when you dominate a game as much as we did, and at home, it's turning that possession into chances, creating chances, and maybe that's the only downside. We haven't worked the keeper as much as we would have liked. Ross had that one at the end, just dragged it past the post, didn't he? Going down there with a 2-0 cushion as opposed to the one, it's still in the balance, obviously. They'll be packed in with 30-odd thousand Sheffield Wednesday fans on Monday night. But still, massive confidence in the boys there. Another clean sheet. Lee Gregory's been in good form. Eight goals in his last 8 games. Kept him quiet. Didn't really have a sniff, did he? So a pleasing performance overall. Hopefully nobody's come off with any injuries either.
What do you think the dressing room will be like right now?
Yeah, it's one of them. You're obviously upbeat. You've got, a lot of these boys, it's the biggest crowd they'll have played in front of as well. And speaking to Bailey there before we came live, he said best atmosphere he thinks he's played in front of as well for an experienced lad. Played at higher level in the Championship as well, Bailey. But take a lot of positives from the game. The lads' confidence, getting on the bus, quick turnaround as we say. They'll probably be in tomorrow. Quick debrief for the game. Assess who's got a knock or two. Obviously, Dennis Sirkin coming back in. He looked a little bit crampy.
Do you think it was more fitness, minutes in his legs after a couple of weeks out?
It has been a couple of weeks since he's last played, isn't it? So hopefully he's okay. Get ready, quick turnaround, get him here, get him in the ice baths, get him strapped up, and hopefully he's good to go again on Monday night. And you're looking higher up the pitch. Hopefully Nathan Broadhead, he's missed out tonight. It's a couple of days now to quick turnaround. If he wasn't fit for tonight, is he going to be okay? Maybe he's on the bench. We'll have to wait and see. But no, I've got massive confidence in the boys going down to Hillsborough and getting the job done.
I'm wondering if we can have a look at some of your thoughts now on hashtag Ask Danny. Well, we've got a little bit of a technical problem, so we'll bring that as soon as we can. But what we'll do in the meantime, we'll just discuss the game a little bit longer. What about the support, Danny, here this evening? We saw the eyes on the east stand. We saw the flags in the Roker end as well, and it's probably as loud as it's been since the Premier League in here. Yeah,
you're 100% right. Obviously we've had doom and gloom, haven't we, the last 4 or 5 years, once we came out of the Premier League. And as you say, you're going back to those days, really, in the Premier League, in a packed house. Obviously, Sheffield Wednesday as well, credit to them. They only had 2,000 up there, but they made some noise as well throughout the game. But no, just from that first whistle, I think there was a crunching challenge over the far side. Might have been Luke O'Nien. I think the referee gave a free kick, but he went in solid, and you can just feel the noise in there. Just those little incidents like that throughout the game which get the crowd going again. But credit to the fans throughout the 90 minutes, they got behind the boys, and even towards the end in that last 10-15 minutes where Sheffield Wednesday did have a bit of possession in our half, but the fans stuck with them and got them through the last sort of 10 minutes of that game.
Darren Moore's just to the left of us, being interviewed by Sky. What do you think he'll be thinking after that?
I think he'll be happy with the result. I don't think he'll be happy with his performance from his team. Lethargic at times, I thought. They couldn't get Barry Bannon into the game. We've said it before, didn't we? If you keep Barry Bannon quiet, then you pretty much keep them quiet. Their best service come from that left-hand side late on. It was at Johnson getting forward. Put 2 or 3 balls in. Pato claimed a couple. One caused us a little bit of an issue. But other than that, they didn't really offer a lot. He wasn't panicked at any stage. I didn't think Pato. He come and claim balls at the edge of his box when he needed to. But Darren Moore, getting back to Hillsborough on Monday, he'll certainly be wanting a lot more from his team and more energy, I think, than what they showed.
Yeah, there was a couple of times Palmer down the right-hand side, and as you say, they had a few chances for coming in from the left. And set pieces, were you nervous at them when they were coming in?
No, one first half, it was a deep diagonal free kick, but they won. But again, it just dropped down and Pato managed to take it under control. But no, other than that, I think actually there was one early on, as you say, down that right-hand side where he's got to the byline. He turned the cross down. I think that was an opportunity for him. We're running back towards goal, and he didn't put the ball in. But no, and we stopped them playing through the middle of the park, and that's credit to Luke O'Nien and Corey Evans. Excellent energy in there. Corey, again, was fantastic. Last 4 or 5 games, he'd come into the criticism earlier in the season, people wanting more from him being the captain and experienced in there, the amount of caps he's got under his belt for Northern Ireland. But the performance he put in there, his energy, picking up a lot of those second balls, when at times you're thinking, I've heard people saying they've got the best midfield 3 in the league in there, but I didn't see that tonight, and that goes down credit, as I said, to our midfield pair, and obviously Alex Pritchard just ahead of them.
Would it be one of them who got your man of the match this evening?
It's difficult. A lot of good performances out there. Lyndon Gooch as well. He always works his shift on that right-hand side. I look at maybe Bailey Wright or Corey Evans in there, 2 of the experienced boys. Ross as well up top. So through the spine of the team, really, those 3 players. I don't like to single players out after a performance like that. It was a collective, a good solid performance. But those boys stood up for me.
Don't forget, you'll be able to hear from Alex Neil and his thoughts after the game on the official social media channels, of which we're broadcasting on right now, so keep your eyes out for that. But we have got some of your thoughts on #AskDanny now. Let's have a look and see what you've been thinking during that game. From Alex, who says, what do we need to do for the second leg of this playoff? We were exceptional there.
Yeah, no, I think, as he said there, exceptional. Yeah, we dominated large periods of the game. I thought Sheffield Wednesday would have had a bit more possession than what they did and showed a bit more, as we've just mentioned. But what do we need to do going down there? Not too much different from what we've done tonight. Very solid at the back, limited them to very little. Bailey, Danny Barr organising, solid, strong up against Lee Gregory and Berahino. Through the middle of the park, I can't see him changing too much in there. As I say there, they'll assess all the bumps and bruises. There's a few tasty challenges went in at times, but I think it looks like everybody's come off okay. Just Dennis Sirkin looked like he was feeling his calves with a little bit of cramp towards the end of the game, but I can't see him changing it too much, if I'm honest. Depending if Nathan Broadhead's fit. If he is, does he come straight back in, or does he keep him on the bench? Maybe look at giving him 20 minutes, half an hour. Depends how the game pans out as well.
Okay then, thanks for your thoughts on that. I think that's all we've got time for this evening. Following this, there will be extended highlights as well, which you'll be able to see at safc.com tomorrow with analysis as well. Hopefully we'll be back on Monday, myself and Danny, to bring you some kind of programme. We still don't know 100% if that's going to happen. We're pushing for it. Hopefully we can make it happen so we can bring you some more coverage of SAFC live this season. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you soon. Hello everyone and welcome to the highlights programme here. We're pitch side at the Stadium of Light, the halfway point, Danny, of the playoff legs between ourselves and Sheffield Wednesday. Sunderland came through by 1-0. It was a game of few chances really, wasn't it? If we hit play on the highlights, we can talk over some images from the game.
Yeah, as you say, there wasn't too many clear-cut opportunities throughout the 90 minutes. I thought, Patrick Roberts at times was bright as well, coming in off that right-hand side, just looking for that opening. He is again involved. And this was pretty much the story in that first half for me, where we controlled the game, had a lot of possession, but like we said in previous games at times, we maybe don't work the goalkeeper enough. It's what you do with that possession, but we were getting into good areas, and yeah, you give credit to Sheffield Wednesday. They got a lot of bodies behind the ball and made it difficult for us at times. But on the counter-attack, they had very little chances themselves. Pato does really well there. Flat ball comes in with a little bit of pace on it, reads the situation, and it's good handling from him. First half, Lyndon Gooch did really well, didn't he? Yeah, he gets up and down. Defensive work as well. I thought at times he, then 1v1 situations, he gets low. He's got a good turn of pace. He pushes off the mark well, and they found it difficult at times to get the better of him. And you see Barry Bannon there, things aren't going to plan for them when you see Barry Bannon in the left back position having to track back and help out. He's the goal, Danny. And here's the goal now. It's that ball over the top. And as we mentioned before the game, that little zip on the pitch there, and it just does. Sam Hutchinson, I think, he misreads the flight of it, and it just kicks off the pitch. But Ross is onto it, and you see it back now. He just reads it, Ross, a little bit quicker than him, and he's just onto it. And you think there, can he tuck it away? Keeper stands up well, but he gets the rub of the green with the ball falling into his path there. Ross follows it in, and it's a nice, comfortable finish for him. And I think that's the least we deserved in that first half, if we're honest. That's all that performance was missing. Controlled the game for large parts, and then you just after that little bit of luck. It's a great time to score as well, though, Danny, isn't it? Yeah, we were thinking that just before half time. Can we nick a goal? See, he gets himself into a good position there. He runs past the ball, Hutchinson, and then he's in trouble. He knows he's done for. And there, Peacock Farrell does well with the first one, doesn't he? Yeah, he does, yeah. But as I say, does it go through his legs or off his left hand? But there, Ross following it in, a few yards out, comfortable with his left foot. And at the start of the second half, we're thinking, Sheffield Wednesday going to have a bit of a roasting at half time from Darren Moore, come out and show a little bit more, but they never. We carried on. And that's that one you were on about there, Frankie, where it opens up for Alex Pritchard and you give him that time and space. We've seen it from free kicks throughout the season. The angle, isn't it? And it's a foot lower, and we're 2-0 up, aren't we? And you say, this is the other one. Yeah, I was thinking of that. Who was it? It's Dennis Sirkin, yeah. Dennis Sirkin. I thought it was Patrick Roberts. Yeah, just cushion back, maybe on the stretch, can't keep over it. Patrick did this a lot during the game, didn't he? Cutting in. But that's the only thing when he plays on that side. He's got quick feet, he's coming in, and because they've got a lot of bodies back, you see he goes past one, then the next one's onto him, he doesn't really get that half a yard that he's looking for to get the strike away, but he won the corner. But yeah, I thought Patrick as well was bright at times. That one there looked closer than what it was perhaps from this side with the camera. You see it from this angle now. Yeah, it's 4 or 5 yards wide of that post, even though Peacock Farrell's scrambling across his line. And then maybe now this is where we've just seen Sheffield Wednesday coming into the game a little bit. We just switched off a little bit at the back post, but you see Palmer fractured. Jack Clark just switching off there, not doing his defensive work.
Do you think he should have done better from that?
Yeah, well, from Palmer, you mean?
Yeah.
I think he's on the stretch. You see there, he's just signalling as if say, I'm just at the stretch of me jump there, can't quite get over the top of it. But here, they just had 2 or 3 balls coming in from Johnson on that far side.
This was a bit of a period of time where Sheffield Wednesday were asking questions.
Pato there just gets under the flight of it slightly. It's that outswinger as well. Dennis just helps him out. Was it Jack Clark? Yes, Jack Clark, I think, isn't it? Just helping out at the back post. And this is that chance. He could roll Embo. You see Embo just slow it up, but Ross goes outside his man, looking for that net to ripple in that bottom left corner, but unfortunately just past the post. But this is what Ross done excellent. You see him there, look, he's up against 2 or 3 defenders. Peacock foul comes out, but he doesn't deal with it, and then Ross just looking to drill it into that bottom left corner, but unfortunately just, as I said, drags it past the post. So we're in the balance field really, aren't we? I think, maybe ask Sheffield Wednesday before they came up here, would they have took the 1-0? Possibly. You go back to their place, still to play for, isn't it? 90 minutes to go. But from our point of view, another cushion like the first tie last night. Wickham going to MK Dons. I think they'll be happy going down there with 2-0. I'd expect MK Dons to come out though and have a good go. We go down to Hillsborough on Monday night with a goal lead, so it's in our hands.
Yeah, quick turnaround as well for the lads. You think they'll be back in tomorrow for some kind of recovery and then some game management as well? The lads
off the bench, a little bit 5-a-side, just keep them ticking over, a few sprints, and then as you say there, the lads might be watch a few clips from the game, bit of analysis, see who's okay. Anybody got any knocks? No, we're all good. Head down to Hillsborough on Monday, probably Monday morning, Monday afternoon, and get ready to go again.
Okay, Danny, we should probably end the show by mentioning the crowd, the fans here this evening once again. Incredible support. It was nearly 45,000, I think, in the end inside the Stadium of Light, and from about half an hour before kick-off, it was deafening in here.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we stood down by the pitch this evening, but as you say, we couldn't hear each other speaking. And no, credit to the fans throughout the season as well. 30-odd thousand week in, week out, coming here in League One, for the 4th season now. Numbers could easily have dwindled throughout the season, but they've stuck with it. And tonight, as you said, 40 was it 45? So 40.
Can't remember the exact number.
43,000 Sunderland fans, couple of thousand Sheffield Wednesday fans up in the top tier. But no, great noise, as you said, before kick-off. Stayed with the boys throughout as well. Even in that nervy sort of 10-15 minute spell what we had towards the end of the game. Great noise throughout, and then the lap of honour throughout. Obviously the players thanking the fans for the support throughout the season. Hopefully we go and get the job done and repay them on Monday night.
Okay, thanks Danny for your thoughts and analysis this evening as ever, as you've done a great job as well during this season here on SAFC Live. And thanks for everyone watching around the world on the club's social media channels. Remember as well that this will be on YouTube as well as other club social medias in the coming days. So we'll hope to bring you some coverage as well on Monday from Hillsborough. We'll let you know how that if it happens or not. Hopefully it will happen, and we'll see you then. But at the halfway point, Sunderland 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Let's see what happens in the next leg.